Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. This is PIONEIROS MAP, or Pioneers Map, by Granjeiro, Lostgamer and Vergamini Modding. It's 90.4 megabytes to download. This is like a few of the forestry maps, but I suppose with a little bit of a twist. This is, for all intents and purposes, a complete pioneering map, which will include a lot of forestry. But if you don't like doing forestry, there are a lot of mods available now, including the Devourer and the auto load log trailer, the wood chip trailer that came out the other day. Could make all of that much easier. This is based upon a real world area, Mato Grosso in Brazil, which was up until, still is to some extent, one of the last kind of frontiers of land that is being cleared and used and that kind of thing, and has over a period of time become the kind of breadbasket allotment of Brazil. Loads and loads of stuff is grown there in vast quantities over big areas. So what does the map look like? Well, it looks like this. A little bit no man's land-ish, the way the plots are laid out. On New Farmer, we start with Field 10. And I say Field 10, Area 10, let's put that. They are split into areas of which will be forestry. Obviously, the ones down this side are more squared off and cost less. The rest are more rectangular. They're around 240 to 260, depends on which one you click on. I guess it depends on the amount of forestry within those areas. The ones that have got water on them, well, imagine that one's still quite expensive. We start over here at a kind of, I suppose, a logging camp, an area set up to exploit the riches that the area has. There is one road that runs from here out to the east to a kind of port area along a large river that takes things off and away. There are no custom mods on this map. There are no contracts on this map because there are no fields for contracts to be on. There's no biogas plant, so you'd have to use a modded one if you want to put it in here. Now, interesting, when I say there are no mods added in by the map maker. So this is truly, you need to build your own farm. That's like with everything. So it's either base game stuff that's already here, or using mods that are available. There are no animal pens on the map already. You'd have to do those as well. Possibly a bit of landscaping, that kind of thing too. We'll start off by just having a quick look around the area here. We've got the Cooperativa Terra Nova, the New Land Cooperative is one of your sell points. We've got the main store. You can have stuff shipped and brought out from the main port area, with your buy point being there and your customized sell repair point being just around the back. We can get a vast array of equipment shipped in to the area. Moving up a little way, I say up, we're going south actually, but moving south, we've got, I'm going to say this wrong, Asbestacadora de Combustíveis, and that is basically fuel supplier, gas station. So we've got a fuel station just here, and we'll get to the equipment in just a minute. We've got a livestock market. So if you do want to do livestock and you're going to clear some area to put some livestock in, your livestock market is just here, all right on top of each other. If we go across to, I'm sure it was this one. Yep, this one on the side here is the Cageria Dadete, which is a cheese shop. They buy milk here for production of cheese. Oh, there we go. With a cheese wheel on there. Granjeiro Colonial brand of cheese. And then across here we have got, I apologise if I'm saying these things, Comercio de Fardos, which is your bale trade area. So for all things bale, selling them just there. That is the main area where you start. Now, as far as start machinery goes and slot count, the slot count and start machinery is the same in all three game modes. So New Farmer, Farm Manager, start from scratch, 285 slots used out of 1299. So plenty of slots to play around with. You could sell, get rid of the stuff you start with, and if you want to do a proper full pioneering, you could probably start on the eastern coast at the port, like you've just landed, and kind of move inland, clearing, and do, you know, it depends how you wanted to go about it. A wide selection of trees. Now, a lot of these, obviously, these ones types of things can't be cut down and used for lumber, but with something like the Devourer for wood chipping, there's a lot of forestry and a lot of money to be made in doing that on this map. Now, what is between here on the western side of the map and the eastern side of the map? Well, I'll tell you, nothing. Huge swathes of nothing. Loads and loads of trees, loads and loads of land. This one road will take us from here to there. What was I going to say? Oh, reset point is at the store. If you have any problems, the main shop we were just at there, that's your reset point. Oh, custom crops. While we're doing this first bit of drive, there are custom crops on this map. There is red bean, sorghum and rice. It does say you can have rice straw, so I'm assuming that when you cut the rice you're going to leave a swath behind if you want to, and you can make rice straw. There is the ability to sell it. I'm assuming, you know what I'm going to do? Let's just double check something. I'm going to say I'm assuming you can bale it. Let's check a baler. Yeah, rice straw. So you can bale the rice straw if you want to. As far as planting goes, with a seeder, you can put the red bean and sorghum into the ground. With a planter, you can put all three. So the 3 additional crop types can be done, all 3 with a planter, or just the beans and sorghum with a seeder. As far as harvesting goes, they all get harvested with a regular harvester header. Nothing particularly over the top or crazy about it that's needed. Now, there is another slight drawback as well. Because there's no mods included by the map maker, those 3 crop types can't be put into a standard in-game silo. It just doesn't accept them, and there's not one been put in by the map maker. So if you were going to run this as a no mods let's play, you would have to at least have a modded silo. Unless you were going to take your crop directly from the field to sell, you wouldn't be able to store it without a modded one. But I have checked, and the multi-fruit silos, I say the multi-fruit silos, I checked a couple, and the couple that I checked, because they're multi-fruit, did allow for taking the extra crop types. We've got a couple of crossing points across the river. I'll show you. We'll look at the map. We're going from here, from west to east. The river winds its way across the middle, and we will cross at 2 points here. Now, it would be faster, I guess, going straight as the crow flies, A to B, but we'll follow the track. And if you see the sort of, it's difficult to tell with the contours, but we've got a raised section that runs northeast, southwest. So we'll kind of come up a little bit and then down the other side. Not hugely, but we will do. We'll head out to the port area, check out the sell points there. I honestly think, compared to a lot of the forestry ones, I think because it's a different setting and the sound effects are brilliant. There's lots of different animals and birds and things to hear if I stop talking for 2 minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive from here to there. Of course, it would give you a standard one of the slowest tractors going, but I'll see you over there in just a moment. We are now, I was going to say rapidly approaching, but not rapidly approaching, the eastern side of the map and the kind of port river loading area. On our left, coming up, we have got the Armazém de Lady. As far as I can tell, the translation of that is Ladies' Warehouse. I don't know if they sell ladies, like you go there, I don't know. It's all very weird. It's an egg sale point. That's the Armazém de Lady, is just there. We carry on in a little bit further and we take a turn to the left. We have got Fierschau. The translation for that says wiring, but it's the spinnery. I suppose when you spin yarn and wool, you get wool. It means a yarn, but that's classified as a wire. I don't know. So the spinnery sell point is just here, to the left-hand side. We carry on a bit further, and we've got a lime station just under there where the wheel loader is. And then we come to the Madeira, which is timber, but this is the sawmill point. We've got a lumber sell point just here, our wood chip sell point just over there, and then we swing around from there and we come to Cooperativa Terra Nova Terminal 01, which is I suppose the sister sell point to the one that's inland a little bit further. This is where it gets bought and loaded onto boats to be taken off downriver, or upriver potentially, well I would say downriver towards the coast probably, to be sold. And that is the map. I mean, like I say, there is so much ground in between all of this to be cleared and played on, and that kind of, again, that blank canvas to create whatever you want, you know. And that thing of logging, forestry maps and logging maps were kind of frowned upon early on in FS19 because it was a pain to clear them. It was a nightmare, and especially if you had ones like this where you had a lot of trees that you couldn't actually cut down with things like the Scorpion King and things like that. But now with various different mulches available, and like I say, the Tree Devourer and you know, various different devices and mods like that, it does make the prospect a little more approachable. And probably a little bit more fun, with the ability to make a bit of money. If you use a Devourer with doing wood chips, rather than just mulching the trees and making them disappear, you can make a bit of profit while you're doing it too. So, there's the map. We've been from there to there. That's PIONEIROS MAP by Granjeiro, Lostgamer and Vergamini Modding. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.